This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, Higher Standards, sponsored by Shorts Marine, Everything But the Water, and Bell Creek Equipment. For farm, home, or fun, Bell Creek is #1.
Welcome back to Outdoors Delmarva. We are off to Cambridge to do a bit of sailing.
Years ago, when I attended a local summer camp, I actually learned how to sail. I love sailing, just not in the ocean.
Well, that's perfect, because when the Eastern Shore Sailing Association invited us out, well, we were headed out onto the chop tank.
Well, I was one of the few that was in on the very first meetings, which were held in the home of Jim and Connie Hillman. And it was a group of guys, I guess when they very first started out, they were sailing small boats, 19-foot mariners, and small boats that they could trailer and put in most anywhere. And anyway, they decided to get together and form a sailing association. We're talking 50 years ago. And anyway, they elected some officers, decided what they wanted to do. And this was 1974. And that first year we had 76 members. It was just a group of people who got together, they liked sailing.
The good thing about racing is it's different every time you go, because the wind speed will be different, the course will be different, a lot of times people on the boat will be different. So it's not the same anytime you go. Well, I'd like people to know that we're not a yacht club per se, we're a sailing club, so we don't have a building to maintain, we don't have docks to maintain, so to join, you can get a family membership for $50 or a single membership for $40. And the racing fee is $70. And then to get a handicap rating out of Perth of the Chesapeake, it's like $45, $50. So, you know, for less than $200, you can come out and have a good time and race and be scored, and you don't have to shell out a couple $1,000s a year and eat at the yacht club every month. And so it's a good bargain, really, to have a lot of fun. If you don't have a sailboat, there's always people looking for crew, and we'll have on our website, we'll have a place where you can sign up, and people will call you up if they need a crew, and so you can learn that way as well. Most people are willing to train. If it's a really windy day, we have people what we call rail meet, in which they just sit on the high side to keep the boat more level, and but you still learn stuff that way just by listening and being out there. So not everybody owns a boat, and there's, like our boat, we can have up to 7 people on this crew, so it's just a good way to have fun. And they call it OPB, sailing other people's boats, and it's a cheap way to get into it. Another sailing joke is you don't quit sailing when you get old. You get old when you quit sailing. And there's a lot of older people in there, and we're actually looking for young people to get involved, and so just putting it out there that it's a lot of fun.
Hey, good job not falling out of that boat.
Hey, thanks. Although I did have a close call with the sail one time. You really got to keep your head on a swivel out there.
Coming up after the break, we're going to check out our latest viewer photos and the mount of the week.
Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after these messages.